Hey everyone, Phi Farley here, January 24th, college basketball best bet coming to you. Just 1 second, I'm going to get to it on a short slate today. We got kind of slim pickings, so been extra careful, measuring twice, cutting once, got one pick I want to put out there, probably only going to be the only pick for the night for my Patreon viewers. But NBA, on the other hand, going to have a couple plays out there. I like the NBA side a lot better tonight, so you can check that out. Patreon.com/Phi Farley is where all the plays are. Coming off a nice night yesterday, getting the win under in the Utah-Washington game, even though they scored 81 points in the second half. Only had 52 in the first half, 133 it landed on, had a 135 ticket that cashed. So nice job there for those who followed along. 3-1 overall, 5-0 the day before, so 8-1 in the last 9 picks. Happy about that. If you're just tuning in, let me say thank you to those who have subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, take a second, hit the notification bell and hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me. I've just have been putting my picks out for about 2 years on YouTube. You can go back, check out my work. But been capping sports for about 20 years, and I just want to throw in how I cap games, and hopefully that brings some value to you as you watch these videos. So for those who do watch, it means a lot. For those who have subscribed, it means even more. Thank you so much. For those on patreon.com/Phi Farley, you know how important you are to me. So I do really, really appreciate it. It means a lot. So, all right, let's talk about tonight's slate of games. Really, really short. We got some MAAC conference games. Now, one thing that came out, Ralph Michaels put out a statistic. I follow him on Twitter. It's good for trends and team trends, player trends, things like that to watch. He put out a conference trend that was interesting. In that conference, if there's a home dog, that home dog has gone 9-1 against the spread. Now, a home favorite has gone 9-14, so they've actually only won 39% of the time. 61% of the time, it's better to take the dog on the road versus the home favorite team in that conference. I'm actually going to that conference tonight to Rider hosting St. Peter's. So Rider opened up lane 8. It's down to 6.5 and 6 at some books. My book has 6, so that's what I'm going with. St. Peter's getting 6 on the road is going to be the most enticing side, most value play, and best bet of the night in college basketball for me. Here's a couple reasons why. So St. Peter's comes in at the best defense in this conference. They're very tough to get a win on. If you get a win, you earn it. In the losses they have, most every single one of them were very close. Even the worst case scenario is a 10-point loss, like at Fairfield. So far in the conference games, they're 3-3. They're split. They've got a win on the road at Iona, a win on the road at Quinnipiac, and then they lost at Fairfield. So they've proven they can win on the road, as they're doing so here tonight at Rider. Now, here's the bigger thing: is I don't need them to win. All I need for them to be is within 6. When Canisius was at home, they lost, but they were within the 6. They lost by 4. When they played at Siena, who's won 7 straight home games, tough win to get that one at Siena. They didn't win, but they had them down to the wire. They lost by just 3. When you have a good defense, that ends up what you get. You either get a win or you have a really close loss, and that's what St. Peter's has done here. So I'm really playing the number, not so much the team. We're getting the 6. It's going to be tough to do. The time before on the road on that was at Hampton. They end up losing by just 3. It's an inferior Hampton team. Before that, they beat Long Island on the road. Now, the Rider, on the other hand, losing record in conference. They've lost 4 of the last 5, including a game at home against Iona, same team that St. Peter's beat on the road, including losing at Quinnipiac. I mean, the only win they have really in the last 5 games is at Marist, which is not saying a lot. So I really like the St. Peter's team here, grabbing the 6 because of their good defense. Defense ranked, it's actually fairly respectable. Defense is ranked 106th in overall in college basketball, versus if we were to compare that to the Rider team, theirs is 241st in the country. So we got a much better defense here in St. Peter's. So I'm going to grab those 6 with St. Peter's on the road at Rider. See if they can't get the job done to at least cover. I think they will. So there you go. Best bet of the day, St. Peter's plus the 6. Good luck, everyone, tonight, and we'll see you again soon.